What is up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to another very exciting episode of YakPak Outdoors. And listen, in today's episode, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing exactly what you guys read in the title, a 2019 rod and reel lineup, or arsenal, whatever you want to call it. And this video is very special because, check it out, guys. Starting today, this will be in video number 1. I'm going to upload a video for 30 days straight, every single day. Now, one thing to keep in mind is some of these videos may be 100 times better than the others. Let me put my, it's really bright out here. Some of these videos may be way better than others. Some of them I may struggle really. I may get on that struggle bus and, you know, miss my exit a couple times, but that's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be a challenge. I love to challenge myself, and I want to bring you guys along with me on this. A lot of you I've asked on Instagram have supported this idea, so I'm really looking forward to it. This is video number 1, guys. Let's kick off the rod and reel arsenal. All right, guys, check it out. This is how I like to start off every single video. If you are new here to the channel, number 1, don't forget to thumb punch. Left or the right hand, doesn't matter. Thumb punch that red subscribe button and turn those notifications on. Listen, question of the day. What is your favorite fishing lure brand? Okay, now that could go from Booyah, Spro, Gary Moto, KVD, anything. Doesn't matter. What's your favorite fishing lure brand? Okay, I will let you guys know my answer right down here, right down in the comments below. Be sure to let me know yours. Let's jump right into the video. All right, check it out, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to lay all my stuff out in the driveway right now, and I'm gonna go over what I use the most to what I use the least, and I'm gonna explain to you in depth a little bit each combo. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. I know you guys trying to hit the water just like me, but I'm hyped, guys. I'm telling you, I'm hyped for this 30-day challenge. Let's get into it. What are you doing? Where's Bubba? Oh, he's asleep? Okay. All right. We're going to change this in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, check it out. I almost forgot to mention one very important thing. Listen to me close. I need you to take your glasses off. I need you to listen to me. I have some expensive stuff, okay? I could have more expensive stuff, I guess, if I wanted to, but I don't. I have some cheap stuff. This video is in no way, and I mean absolutely no way, telling you that you need to go out and spend all this money on these rods and reels. You do not need 99% of what I've got to go catch fish. You can catch fish on cheap stuff. You can catch fish on expensive stuff. So whatever you prefer, you're comfortable with, and it fits your budget, okay? This is the gear that I like to use. This is what I'm gonna use, all right? Again, guys, you don't have to have this stuff to go out and catch fish. Disclaimer, just wanted to let you guys know. All right, guys, so we've got everything laid out right here and behind me a little bit. Got everything we're gonna use for this video. One really cool thing about this video that I think you guys are gonna love is this is 100% honest. This is no BS. This is no joking around. I'm not sponsored or pro staff or whatever you wanna call it by any rod or reel company. So I have the freedom of maneuver, as we like to say in the Army. I have the freedom to be able to talk and say whatever I want to about this stuff. So if I think it's bad, I'm gonna tell you it's bad. If I think it's really good and I recommend it, it's exactly what's gonna happen. Without further ado, let's get into the 2019 YakPak Outdoors rod and reel arsenal. All right, so check it out. This is gonna be the best spot that I can do this video. The wind is blowing really loud right now, so I've got my wife's car right here and my truck right here to kind of block it. But we're gonna start with these because these are my go-tos. These are what travels with me the most. So first thing on the list, we've got a Shimano Stratic, size 3000. Don't know how good you guys can see that. It's on a St. Croix Triumph. This is a 7.6 medium light. So you guys put this together for me. I asked, what do I need when I move to Florida? What kind of rod, what kind of reel, you know, for inshore, salt, or, you know, freshwater bass fishing, freshwater snook fishing, anything like that. What do I need? You guys put this together for me. So for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. This thing is sweet. It hasn't let me down. I mean, I've been broke off by like a 40-pound jack, but this little 3000 is not gonna handle a 40-pound jack. It's just not gonna happen. All right, next up, we've got, you guys already know, I just did a video on this the other day. I'm sure the majority of you guys saw that. Sure, a lot of new people seen it as well. It's a 13 Fishing Concept A. This is a 6.6-to-1. 7-foot medium heavy Lewis American Hero. This is my swear by stick, if you will. This is what I swear by. This stick right here has been good to me. Caught a ton of absolute just brutes, just a whole bunch of fish on this. I literally can't say enough good about this rod and this reel. Concept A and this American Hero. A lot of people are like, oh, why'd you pair 13 with Lose? That makes no sense. Well, to me it does, and it works really good. You should try it and stop being so salty. Anyways, all right, this one, another workhorse, guys. We've got a 7-3-1 13 fishing Concept A, and we've got the Lunker's TV Defender Edition rod. Now, I've had this rod since literally, I think it was out for a day before I bought it, and it's been great. I literally have nothing bad to say about it. Out of all the favorite rods that I own, this is my favorite one, hands down. I love the Defender rod, the Lunker's version of it, or the regular one, doesn't matter. I just absolutely love this rod. This is a 7.4, this is a 7.5 medium heavy, okay? So this is what I usually throw chatterbaits or spinnerbaits, or I've even thrown some crankbaits on it. I actually have a video on the channel of me fishing at Logan Martin in Alabama where I absolutely slayed fish. I mean, we got into a school, we probably caught 40 or 50 bass and spotted bass as well, a piece, me and my wife's cousin. But anyways, another really, really solid combo. I absolutely love this, and I will hold on to this for as long as I can hold on to it. All right, next up on the arsenal, we've got the topwater stick, the frogging stick. Now, you guys have seen this a lot on the channel, especially recently. I live in Florida now, South Florida, so we can frog fish or fish for snakeheads virtually year-round. So, with that being said, I've got 30-pound braid. This is Godline. There's a link in the description. If you haven't seen that video, I did a review on this fishing line. It's very cheap on Amazon, and it's very, very good line. Like, Lojo's used it, Jigging with Jordan's used it. I mean, a ton of people have used it, and a ton of people love it. And if you are fishing on a budget, kind of like I like to preach, this is the stuff for you. Anyways, got a Corrado K, a Shimano Corrado K. This is a 7:4-to-1 gear ratio. I wish I had got the 8-5, the really fast one, because I use this for topwater only. All right, and I can't speak highly enough of this reel either. Like, I mean, I need to take it off and clean it, but this reel has just been, it took me, you know, guys, it took me forever to get this reel dialed in. But once I got this thing dialed in, like, it was just on another level. Like, it was so good. And, I mean, just cast smooth, reel smooth, everything about it is smooth. I think it's that Shimano quality. Shimano, you're going to get a lot of good quality out of. So it's definitely worth the money in spending. For the rod, this is another one of those, I've been questioned before, why would you put a Shimano reel on a 13 fishing rod? Bro, because I like it, that's why. So this rod right here is a 7.3 medium heavy, okay? This is medium heavy fast action. People ask me, why do you like using medium heavy for topwater? This specific rod has, it's a little more stout, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's every single one of their 7.3 medium heavies, but this rod is stout, so I don't really feel the need to go with that heavy or extra heavy. I do have an extra heavy, or two of them actually. We're gonna get to those in a little bit. But this right here, again, very, very, very solid combo. And for those people that are in the comment section, like, oh, you know, Shimano on 13, or a Lose on a, or 13 fishing on a Lose, or what, like, what are you doing? Bro, I'm doing what I like to do. That's what I'm doing. A very solid combo, guys. Again, it's just one of those combos that, God, I can't say enough about it. Like, enough positive things about it. It's so good. Anyways, now this is a combo right here that I really wish I could use a lot more. I mean, this is something special. 6-6-to-1 13 fishing Concept C, and a Mojo Bass fiberglass, the St. Croix Crankster is what it's called. Yep, it's a 7.4 medium, moderate action, and probably the best cranking stick I've ever used in my entire life. I think there's one rod that I've used for cranking that felt better than this, and that was one of Alex's G-rods, Alex Rudd's G-rods, which if you go to his channel, that's all he fishes is G-rods, so you'll see that. But again, this Mojo Bass, literally crankbait specific rod, dude, so good. And this Concept C, it's actually got spool high speed bearings in it as well. So this thing launches, cast a mile, really, really good combo. Absolutely love this. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a trend. I love 13 fishing, I do. A lot of people actually have been writing me lately and asking me, you know, they've heard bad things about 13 fishing, and I'm like, well, I don't know where you're hearing that, because 13, that's like really high quality stuff. But again, like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm not sponsored or partnered by any of these companies, but I will tell you what's good and I will tell you what's bad, and we are going to get to some bad, trust me. Moving right along, we have a Shimano Keenan on a favorite Phantom rig rod. This is the John B rig rod. Really good, 7.2 medium heavy. It's you know, kind of one of those all-around rods. It's got 12-pound vicious fluorocarbon on it. This is a really good rod for pond hopping. You know, it's got a good tip to it to be a 7.2 medium heavy. and you can cast up to 1 ounce lures on this, or so it says. I'm sure you can do a little more than that. But my Keenan is it's a little messed up right now, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got to get that dealt with. But honestly, don't use this one as much as I used to. So I'm not really worried about it. I still use it. I use it quite a bit, just not near as much as I used to. But this Keenan, I don't know what it is. This reel, my wife found this reel for me for $39. It's a regular $100 reel. And it blew me away at how good this thing is. It took me 5 or 10 minutes to get it dialed in, and now this thing will launch halfway across the lake, man. I'm telling you, you get this thing clear across Okeechobee if you tried. Anyways, really good rod again, a really good combo, I should say. The rod, it's good, not great. I like it though. Like, I'm a fan of favorite rods. I dig what they do. I feel like they produce pretty high quality stuff. All right, next up on the list, 7.4 medium heavy, favorite Big Sexy. Now, I got this rod about a week before the LFG series came out, which would I have gotten an LFG version? It doesn't really matter to me. If they cost the same, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this, again, I used to use as a crankbait rod. Now I just use it as a whatever rod because I have my Shimano Scorpion Dc with this rod. And I caught like a 7-pound walleye on this thing. I believe this was the rod that I caught my 6-pound smallmouth on last year. Again, I mean, and it looks so sick together. Look, you got the Scorpion DC. You got the favorite Big Sexy. It's got this like carbon fiber type look with this black and red, and that's what the color this reel is. I'm a sucker for looks. If it looks good, and it is good, I'm probably going to get it just because I like it. But guys, this is, again, I mean, listen to me. I need you guys to listen close. There's no reason at all to go spend that kind of money on this reel right here. Yes, it's really good. It's phenomenal. It's really, really good. Do you need it? Absolutely not. Not even close. You do not need this reel. But if you do want to spend the money on something like this and you are in the market for a DC reel, this is a very good starter reel. Either this or the Corrado DC, the American version of the DC that Shimano just came out with. Very good rod, very good reel. Absolutely love it. Don't use it as much as I used to, but it still stays in the go-to pile for sure. All right, next up, do not mind the very weird rig we've got going on here. I have not used this rod since, I want to say, when did I did a video, a field and stream challenge. I went in and bought the baits, and then the next video I went out and fished with it, and that's what this is from. I have not used this rod in, guys, I don't know, probably 9-10 months, maybe closer to a year. Anyways, this is the favorite USA rods, Flares Frogging and Flipping Stick. It's the 7.3 extra heavy, all right, with fast action tip. So I haven't used this, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to use it, especially being down here. I do like this rod. I'm not going to say I love it. I have caught some tanks on this rod. And by tanks, I mean like 2-pounders. Just kidding. I've caught some big fish on this rod. I haven't been, I've not lost a fish on this rod due to the rod itself. Got this paired up with a Lew's Tournament MB. Now, this is a very, very good, affordable Lew's reel. I believe when I got this reel, it was $139, but I'm almost positive you can find them now for like $119 or maybe $109 or something like that. I saw a sale not too long ago. Anyways, this Lew's reel is, I mean, it's great. It casts a mile. It's super, super smooth. I got it in the 6-4-1, I believe. Yep, I can't find it. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a 6-4-1. But really, really good reel. Good rod, great reel. I'll give you that. All right, moving right along. All right, guys, right here. This is the OG stick right here. This is an Abu Garcia Blue Max. I don't even think they sell these anymore. There's no reel. The rods I'm about to show you guys, there's no reels on these. I got them separated. I'm trying to go through what I want to keep and what I want to potentially give away to you guys. So stay tuned for that, just in case I decide to give away some random reels or some random rods. Anyways, OG. I mean, this was even before YakPak Outdoors started, guys. Abu Garcia Blue Max. I caught my first big fish on this rod. I caught my first fish out of a kayak with this rod. I mean, this is something that I never use anymore, and I haven't for a very long time, but this is going to stay with me forever, guys. This rod holds a lot of memories, all right? This was a starter combo. It was a rod and reel combo. I got the Blue Max reel over there. I'll show you guys here in a minute, but 10 out of 10, highly recommended. This was $49, I believe, the whole combo. It's 6.6 medium. I mean, you can whip this thing in a kayak. I'm telling you guys, this stick right here holds a lot of memories. It's awesome. I absolutely love this thing. Moving on. All right, so this is a rod that I used to get a lot of questions about, but I don't really use anymore. It's a 7-foot heavy Mayaka rod from Sixgill Fishing. Now, a lot of people ask me if I think the Sixgill stuff is good. I do. I think it's good. It's not great by any means, but I think it is very good. Also, for the price that you're going to pay for what you get, it's really good. It's definitely a top competitor to the lower version of Luz or Abu Garcia. Their Mayaka series and a few other of their rods and reels they have. But when they say 7-foot heavy, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, they mean heavy. And this is, guys, it don't get no more heavy. It don't get no more heavier than that. Like, this rod is stiff. I'm telling you, if you're trying to flip or pitch into some thick stuff with a 2-ounce tungsten weight or something, and you need some backbone, this is your backbone right here. This phenomenal rod for that specific purpose. Caught a lot of fish off frogs, punching through heavy mats, but good rod, not great. All right, next up we've got a Sixgill Fishing Creature rod. This is in the spinning version. All right, so I wanted to dive into getting some more spinning rods and reels when I knew what I was doing, but I don't know, guys. I don't know about this one. I think it's good for the cost. I think this rod might be, oh man, don't quote me on this, but it's a sub $100 rod. And I mean, you're gonna get what you pay for, but I feel like this portion right here, like the reel seat and this little twist thing, I feel like it's like, I mean, it's plastic, but I feel like it's really cheap plastic. Like, this would break really easy. I do put my gear through quite a bit, and it hasn't broke, so it's stood up to the test so far. I've had this rod for about 2 years now. Again, good rod, not great. Probably don't see myself using this one, though. I think we've got one more Sixgill rod right here. Yeah, we do. You can tell I've used this one, too. All right, so this is a 6'6" medium heavy Mayaka rod. So that first one you saw was a 7-foot heavy. This is a 6'6" medium heavy. And I actually used to use this rod for frogging because, again, this 6'6" medium heavy is still really stiff, which I don't have a problem with that by any means. But feels really good in the hand. It's really light. It's well balanced. And there's really not much else I can say about it. I don't really have anything negative to say about this rod. Anyways, moving on. This is a meat stick right here. No, I'm playing. This ain't a meat stick. This is a Academy version. So this is a H2O Express. It's a Eccles Nano, medium heavy. It's a 6'10". Again, sometimes people ask me why I fish topwater and stuff like that with medium heavies. It's just, this is what I like. It's what it feels comfortable to me, what feels good to me. Used to throw spooks with this. Used to throw frogs with this. Never really threw buzz baits with it. I feel like I always threw buzz baits on either the flare rod or this other rod I'm fixing to show you guys. But this H2O Express, you guys already know how much I love Academy, okay? I absolutely love Academy, and I always will. They hold a special place in my heart. Academies, please sponsor me. Just kidding, that was a joke. But this is a really good rod. I wish I could show you guys how small these line guides are, though. I mean, they are freaking tiny. There's no way you guys can be able to see, like, on camera how small they are, but they are absolutely, I mean, they're tiny. But to my knowledge, that allows you to be able to cast further and more accurately. You know, you don't have the line circling around in some bigger line guides like you would some of these other rods. But really good rod. Again, it's $100. I feel like, come on, Academy, like, I love you guys, but I feel like this should probably be like a $50 rod, like $49.99 rather than $99.99. I do recommend it, though. If you're looking for a good rod and you're trying to branch out and use different brands, different types, it's a good rod. All right, this is a rod, CTR all graphite by Cortland. As you can see, the tag is still on it. I have never used this rod, and I probably never will. I can't tell you not one thing about this rod. Actually, we'll do this. It's a 6'6" heavy, and it feels like a 6'6" light. So we're gonna put that down, and I'm gonna tell you, actually, I'm not gonna talk bad about that rod because I've never used it. So, moving on. All right, I went on a spinning spree a very long time ago on Tackle Warehouse, and they had a deal. I don't remember the exact deal, but it was buy a Daiwa Tatula and get a Team Daiwa Tatula rod for like a third of the cost or whatever crazy. It was insane, whatever the deal was. I hate this rod, guys. The rod's terrible. This Daiwa rod right here it's a 7-1 medium heavy. I hate it. Nothing but issues the entire time I had it. Not speaking bad about all of these specific rods or Daiwa in general, period. I just hate this rod because the reel seat and the little screw thing right here was messed up. I don't know what it was about this rod. I couldn't cast it. Like, I didn't like it, guys. I didn't like it. I will never buy another one of these. I can tell you that right now. So if you've got one of these rods and it's really good for you, let me know down in the comments below, but I did not like this. Not one bit. Moving on. All right, guys. This true meat stick. A Lew's TP1 speed stick. This is 7.3 heavy, fast action. This caught me a lot of fish on a frog, a lot of fish on a buzzbait, a lot of fish through some really thick, nasty mats and grass. It's got somewhat of micro guides. They're not like the actual micro guides. They're not teeny tiny, but they are smaller than regular guides. I can't say anything bad about this rod. It's been good to me. It's never let me down. And yeah, nothing really else to say about this one. All right, now we're gonna move on to all the reels that I have left. You guys just saw my combos that I have put together right now. You guys saw my rods. Now I'm about to show you guys my reels. We got spinning reels. We got Abu Garcia Black Max. Highly recommended. It is a good, not great reel, okay? Great, we're getting in that like $200-ish price range. This combo right here, the Abu Garcia Black Max combo is, I want to say $89 or $79, whatever it is. It's under $100 and it's very good, especially for somebody beginning, like starting fishing. The Abu Garcia Black Max is my #2 most highly recommended rod reel combo to purchase. Right, it literally sits right behind the Lew's American Hero. But this really good reel. All right, here we've got a Piscifun Venom. Now I did a review video on this a while back. It's very sturdy for the price. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, so don't quote me. I think it's $35 on Amazon. But I'm telling you guys, a really good, solid reel for the amount of money that you spend on it. Like I was thoroughly impressed when I did my review on this video. I was impressed enough to actually keep this reel and not give it away. I did have 2 of these. I gave one away, but this one, I was going to give both of them away and I decided not to. So, I mean, it's good enough for me to keep. So look, we might actually test this out and see how well it does in the salt. I don't know yet. All right, moving right along, we got the old Abu Garcia Blue Max. This right here is what I was showing you guys earlier on that Blue Max rod. Like, I may have to put those bad boys back together. We may have to reunite, try to go catch some peacock bass or something like that. But this, again, this reel right here will forever stay with me. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it after this video. I'm gonna put these bad boys back together, and I may make a video out of that. Challenge video coming. All right, next up we got a carve, Sixgill carve, size 2000. Honestly, I don't want to speak on this reel because I didn't use it enough to speak on it. I can't tell you guys if it's great, if it's not great. I mean, it was okay for the time I used it. I don't even think I caught any fish on this reel, but yeah. I won't speak bad about Sixgill. I love those dudes over there. They're really good dudes, but yeah, I didn't use it enough to talk good or bad about it. This reel, all right, this is a I don't even know. Oh, it's a Favorite Rush. All right, my buddy Trey gave this to me, and it looks really sweet. Like, I think Favorite, like, they do a really good job at making their stuff look really good. It's actually this green, but like this chameleon color. It fades into this purplish orange, and I think that's really cool. Haven't used this. Definitely will use it. I think it's a 2000 size. Yep, it's 2000 size. So perfect for some bass fishing. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad or good about it. Haven't used it yet, but it looks really good. Like, I mean, when I say it looks really good, like, it looks really good. But I assume it's probably gonna be good. I don't know if their reels are as good as their rods. I can attest to their rods. Been using their rods for 2.5, 3 years now, and had nothing bad to say about them. But haven't used their reels yet, so I can't speak on them. All right, moving on to the bait casters. Moving on to the bait casters, we've got a Shimano Corrado I right here, 6-3-1, literally the perfect cranking reel. I used to actually have this on my Lunker's rod, but I upgraded. I feel like I upgraded to that Concept C, and this is a good reel. It's actually, it's a great reel. I've had no problems with this one specifically. I did get one before that I think came out of a bad batch and just kind of basically blew apart on me. I was fishing one day, I cast it, and the whole thing just exploded. Anyways, this is a good reel. The old Daiwa Tatula TWS. Guys, I haven't used this reel in so long. I want to say that I remember not being able to cast this reel super far. No matter what settings I had it on, I just could not get this reel to launch like I wanted it to, or like I knew it should, like my other reels at the time were doing. it is very well built. I will say that about it. The whole like looks of it, the feel of it, the components in it. It's very well, you know, built reel. Maybe I had bad luck and I just never bought another Daiwa after that. But I do like this reel. I am going to keep it. I am going to, you know, clean it up a little bit, and I will end up using it again just to see if it was maybe me back in the day where I just couldn't figure this one out. But I did like this reel. Not that much, so I didn't love it. Didn't love it by any means. I did like it, didn't love it. Anyways, moving on. So we got the Piscifun Phantom right here, okay? Now, I did a video on this last year, about this time last year, so about a year ago. This reel was good for the amount of money that it cost on Amazon at the time. I think it's cheaper now than it used to be. I think it's $59 now rather than $79, and the $59 is about more so in that price range it needs to be, in my opinion. For whatever reason, I had one of these before I had this one, and I just cast it one day. I had actually had this one on the Lunker's route. I was fishing a crankbait in Oklahoma, and the whole thing just blew up on me. Something about the bearings just, I don't know, they slipped or something. I don't know. It was a terrible situation. It ruined my day. It was 19 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds. Like, now I didn't want to be out there fishing anyways, dang near. So this reel exploding in my face didn't really help the cause out that much, but decent. I give you that, decent. Not good, not great, decent. We'll give it in that range, decent. Sixgill fishing Hyperion, the absolute most overrated Sixgill reel I have ever put my hands on. I don't agree with it being a $169 reel. I think it is. When 13 Fishing's Concept A is $175, the Shimano Corrado K is $175. This reel is $169, I believe. Used to be $169. And those two reels that I just previously mentioned would, in every single aspect, blow this reel out of the water. I did not like this reel whatsoever. And I did not use this reel long before I decided, hey, I'm not going to use this reel, period. I just don't like it. But it is what it is, you know, not bashing, like I said, not bashing Sixgill. I didn't like the reel. The only thing I do like about this reel is it's got an oversized handle. I do agree with that. Other than that, everything else about it just feels too cheap. It feels really, really cheap. I don't like that, especially not for a reel I'm paying $170 for. All right, last but not least, guys, the Sixgill Fishing Cyclone. Now this reel, this is a horse right here. This is a freaking workhorse. This is a $49 reel, I want to say. And man, guys, let me freaking tell you. I think it's $49. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on the price of this. It's been a really long time since I looked. But this reel right here, like, phenomenal. Let me pick this reel back up. I don't know what went wrong between a $170 reel and a $50 reel, but this $50 reel is 10 times better than this Hyperion. And this costs, 3 or 4 times as much. Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. I have nothing bad. I did a specific review about this reel. It's on the channel. You guys can find that if you want to. You guys probably may have even seen it on YouTube already. That was this specific reel. But yes, this if you were gonna try Sixgill, and I was your deciding factor on what I should recommend to you for Sixgill, the Cyclone, hands down. I'll tell everybody that. Hey, TJ, YakPak, have you heard of Sixgill fishing? Whatever. What do you think I should get about it? What should I get? Whatever. The Cyclone, man. I'm telling you, every single time. The Cyclone. All right, guys. But listen, that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Listen, y'all think I'm playing? I greatly appreciate every last one of you. All right. And I want to say thank you in advance for all the people that are going to stay tuned and dial in and go along with me on this 30-day journey. This is going to be hard, guys. I'm in the Army. I'm married, and I have 2 kids. But I'm going to do this 30 days straight. I'm going to do this, and it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be really hard. But that's things that I'll look forward to. Look forward to attacking in life is those exact things that I just mentioned. But anyways, enough of that. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll catch y'all on episode 2.